Hi friends, welcome to Ras Collections. Today we are going to prepare a cake that is slightly different than what we had prepared the last time. So friends, let us begin with the procedure of making the cake. Now in this jar I have beaten up 5 eggs and I am going to the next step of adding the baking powder. So we need 2 teaspoons of baking powder and we also need 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence. Now we need to beat up this mixture thoroughly and get back to you. Now in this jar we have beaten up 5 eggs, 2 teaspoons of baking powder and 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence. The next item we are going to add is sugar. So we need 1.5 cups of sugar. So in this cup I have 1 cup of sugar. So I'll be adding one more half cup of sugar to this. So I'll be adding little by little sugar to this egg and I will beat it up, and let me mix this up and get back to you. Okay, now we have in this jar currently mixed 5 eggs, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence and 1.5 cups of sugar. Little by little I have beaten the sugar. The next item we are going to mix is the oil. I normally use normal sunflower oil that we cook at home. If you want to use butter, non-salted butter, you can also use the non-salted butter. So this is the same measure of the glass. So I'm going to pour this 1 glass of oil into the mix and then beat it up properly. Right friends, so in this container I have 5 eggs beaten and I have 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and I have also beaten up 1.5 cups of sugar and 1 cup of oil. I have transferred the content from the mixer grinder into this vessel. Now to this I am going to add 2 cups of maida, the same measure glass which I had showed you earlier. So do not add the entire mix in one go, you need to add little by little. So I put in 2 spoons first and then I mix it up. Now once this mix is thoroughly done, I will then add 2 more spoons and I will continue mixing till it becomes a nice free flowing mixer. So I will go ahead, mix up the entire maida, and then I will be getting back to you. Alright, now we have mixed all the maida into the mix and you can see that it is a nice and free flowing mix. You need to ensure the mix is done thoroughly. There should be no hard pieces inside because it will not bake properly. Now what I'm going to do is I'll be pouring half of this content into the oven that I'm going to use to bake, and this is what it is. So I will be pouring half of this mix into this container and getting back to you. So I have poured half of the mix into my baking oven and I have the other half of the mix still lying in my container. So what I'm going to do next is I'll add 2 teaspoons of chocolate powder to this mix. Well, now I have mixed chocolate powder into the rest of the mix, which I did not pour into the oven for baking. So you see it's all nice brown in color. This is because I have added the chocolate powder to this. Now what I am going to do is I will be pouring this on top of this liquid here. So we get a double layer cake. That is how it comes. So let's start pouring the mix. So I shall get back to you once I have this complete mix. So this is how the final mix looks in the pan. I first poured the mix without the chocolate in it. Then half of it I mixed the chocolate and I poured it into the pan. Now it will take me approximately 45 minutes to bake this cake. So let me get this cake baked and show you the finished product. Well, we have the finished cake and this is what it looks like. You can see that the chocolate color and the normal cake has actually come out very well. It's mixed up pretty well inside here. So let us now cut the cake and see what it looks like from the inside. Well, so this is what it looks like. So you have the chocolate cake and the normal cake all put together. So I would request every one of you to try out this particular recipe. This is a beautiful cake, tastes very well. Please do subscribe, post your comments. Thank you.